Hello again, Micaela with another silly song. Today's silly song is a tongue twister, and it goes to a tune you know. See if you can tell what tune this is. It's the tune Yankee Doodle. It may also be a tune you hear on the show Barney, but the original tune is the tune Yankee Doodle. Today's song is about a woman. She likes to cook. We know that there are cake mixes from Betty Crocker. Today's cook is not Betty Crocker. Her name is Betty Botter. It's at the top of the poster. Betty Botter. And Betty Botter has a problem. She's going to make a cake, and before it's a cake, it's batter. It's like when you're making pancakes. It's milky and liquidy. And she notices that her batter doesn't taste and smell very good. And it's because she bought some butter that was not good butter. That doesn't really happen. If it's not good, it's not on the shelves. But she managed to buy some butter that was bitter. And now you can tell what kind of a tongue twister it's going to be. So make sure that you pronounce your words loudly and clearly, especially your consonants. I will play the piano when it's your turn to sing while we are learning. So I'll sing and then you sing. When it's your turn to sing, I will sing quieter and I'll also play the piano. See if you can do the motions. I'll do the motions first, but then my hands are going to be busy. The very first line doesn't really have any motions. We'll go line by line, and right now we're in the first part, which is all the green words. Me first. Betty Botter bought some butter. Betty Botter bought some butter. But she said the butter's bitter. But she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, if I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. It will make my batter bitter. Let's do that again, but we'll do it in two big parts. Me first. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. Now we'll put it all together later. Let's move on to the orange words. Me first, line by line. Bought a bit of better butter. Bought a bit of better butter. That would make my batter better. That would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter. So she bought a bit of butter. Better than the bitter butter. Better than the bitter butter. Let's do the orange words again in two big chunks. Me first. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter, better than the bitter butter. So she bought a bit of butter, better than the bitter butter. Shall we move on? Let's move on. The next words are purple, and it tells us that this is the chorus. The chorus is the part of the song where the words are always the same. There's not a lot of verses on this song, so we only sing the chorus one time. Let's do it line by line. Me first. And she put it in her batter. And she put it in her batter. And the batter was not bitter. And the batter was not bitter. Now, I didn't actually touch my mouth. It looked like I tasted the batter, but I didn't touch my mouth. So 'twas better Betty Botter. So 'twas better Betty Botter. Bought a bit of better butter. Bought a bit of better butter. There's something the piano does that I think is really fun. At the end of the green and the end of the orange parts, when we're singing bitter batter or better butter, the piano goes. I think that's cool. And at the end, it does it backwards. Better butter. Listen for that when I play the piano. I think that's fun. Let's take a peek at the pictures. Up here at the top, we have Betty Botter looking at her butter, and her butter is stinky. It's not good. And she's going to mix it in a batter. So she has to go out and buy better butter. And she mixes it in her batter. And even though we did this with our motions, and at the bottom, she's tasting the batter, not really supposed to eat the batter. When you make a cake, do you know what you put into the batter? You put flour and sugar and maybe milk or water and eggs. And the eggs aren't cooked. So you're not really supposed to eat like raw dough and raw batter. But we pretend that she does in this song. Do you know what this is? It's not a spoon. It's something for mixing and it's made with wires. But it's not an electric mixer either. That tool is called a whisk. And it makes the batter really smooth so there's not little chunks of flour in there. It helps make it really smooth. Shall we try singing the whole thing? Let's do the whole thing 3 times. The first time slow, the second time medium, and the third time a little faster. And then I'll show you how fast I can sing it, just to show off. Here we go. We start all the way back up at the green words. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter, better than the bitter butter. And she put it in her batter, and the batter was not bitter. So 'twas better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. Now medium. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter, better than her bitter butter. And she put it in her batter, and the batter was not bitter. So 'twas better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. We'll see if I can play fast. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter, better than her bitter butter. And she put it in her batter, and the batter was not bitter. So 'twas better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. Now, it doesn't always work. Sometimes I can't make it, but sometimes I can do the whole song in one breath. I'm going to sing so fast that if you didn't know this song, it's going to sound like I'm singing in another language. And you can try with me if you want to. I'm going to try to do the motions too. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter, better than her bitter butter, and she put it in her batter, and the batter was not bitter. So it was better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. I made it. I can't believe it. I hope you had fun. I know I had fun. Till the next time. Bye.